peoples? Mr. Anomaly coming at you again. Another day with Mr. A. Happy A Day, y'all. Had a sub send me this one, so I want to hear my take on this. This is the real reason why so many women avoid intimacy with their husbands. You know, it's too easy at this point. It gives me content to make, so I'm already forewarning you. Yes, we're going to loop it again. We live in a society, y'all. We live in a society. We live in a society that has bent the knee to the Jezebel spirit. We have too many simp Potiphars, too many simp Ahabs in positions of power, and things that run amok. What type of society do we live in? Yep, if y'all get tired of hearing me talking about it, you're more than welcome to click off, man.
I was never giving my 20s to a man because I know the sacrifice that comes if you're an ambitious woman that wants a family. And I said, 20s, you can't have that. But 30s onwards, you can. Because by then, I know myself, met me, and you...
I haven't even watched it. I already know what she's going to say. I already know what she's going to say because they're all connected. The spiritual cup of lemmings. We all fuck the same hoes. Never give your 20s to a man. Have fun in your 20s. It's just sex. And people just act like it's just, there's consequences to all this, man. And the milk's been spilled. Nobody's trying to save Babylon. It's too late. It's spilled milk. You can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. Good luck. And then if you somehow miraculously able to do that, it's not going to be the same.
Is age appropriate. When you are in your 20s, it's okay to play around, play the field, and play the game. But when you hit them 30s and up, it's time for you to be transparent about your sense of self, what you want in that person, and have that be the conversation you have on the first date.
Who the fuck are you?
Okay, guys, I heard a good one with Charleston White real quick. I'm going to play this real quick. I ain't even got to the video because I already know I'm going to roast this broad. It's some Karen getting her talking crap. Whatever. We'll get to her in a second, man. But this is an interesting clip right here. We go.
Woman that's going to be giving you some fall in love just 'cause
I don't think a hoe stays with a man for 8 years. And
yes, you do.
The dude says, I don't think a hoe stays with a man for 8 years. Really, bro? This content is very necessary because you still got dudes out here who just don't get it. This dude said, I don't think a hoe will stay with a man for 8 years.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
Bro said, I don't think a hoe will stay with a man for 8 years.
Kind of woman that's going to be giving you some fall in love just 'cause
I don't think a hoe stays with a man for 8 years. And
yes, you do.
The hoes by her side.
Yes, you do. Y'all don't know hoes. You don't know a real hoe. A hoe at her age, hoes don't try to hoe forever.
He talking about Cardi B and Stefan. I'm gonna do a reaction to that too. This.
Settle down as a hoe. Hoes don't try to hoe forever. She settled down as a hoe. She was not too long ago out of the strip club, a music career. You think from the strip club to the music career, she just became a ladylike woman? She was just drugging men. She was ever fighting. So she hadn't had children. Most put a baby in a hoe. In a hoe change for the baby. But she still got her whole ways.
Set this up because whatever this broad got to say, this is all this is. This dude married a hoe. She's bound to Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy knocked her bottom out. Her body remembers. And this is the reality.
Hoe up on this baby daddy. Y'all don't know a hoe. So a hoe is looking for the right man, whether it's a trick or whoever, that'll change her life. But she'll evolve from what she was. So she'll play whatever role he put her in that's beneficial. Hoes is about benefits. It ain't got about feelings. It's about a benefit with a hoe. So a hoe will put up with way more than what a woman will put up with for the benefits.
For the benefits.
A hoe don't care about the feelings.
For the benefits.
Need to be with Mr. Right now. doesn't give me butterflies, but he's a good man. He's nice. He likes me. Don't have much in common, but he calls, so I talk to him.
Mr. Right Now, Mr. Placeholder.
Women do it all
Women,
the time.
absolutely, because I know women who want the constant attention from a man and don't want to feel like they're single. They look single, so they want, whether it's a different placeholder every week, but they have somebody there, so it's not just men, it's women
But
too.
then do they marry their placeholders?
Yes.
I think that in their sense of rebound, if somebody gets out of a bad relationship, they could without knowing that they're a placeholder. I think that, because not usually would people commit to somebody who they know is just a placeholder. So they might have just been like, oh, you're cool, you're non-problematic, you're comforting, you cook for me, you make me feel good, so let's marry, but you're really not in love with that person. Ooh.
All right, so I had to set all that up. Let's see what this Karen got to say. Here we go.
You know, so many women avoid intimacy with their husbands, and I'm not just talking about sex, I'm talking about cuddling and kissing and touching of any kind. So in this video, I want to address why is that happening? So that women don't feel alone and like there is something wrong with them.
You're a whore. You were out there in the streets giving your body to Satan. You were out there getting all the sausages. The Ted Bundy, who knocked your bottom out and you're bound to, isn't taking you seriously. The clock's ticking and you're in survival mode. So you hooked up with Mr. Right Now, Mr. Placeholder, and he doesn't get the cooter wet. This isn't, she got 9 minutes bumping her gums. You already summed it up in that 20 seconds. Let's go.
Diagnosing themselves. What's happening? So that women don't feel alone and like there is something wrong with them, and start diagnosing themselves. If this is your situation, please know that you are not alone. It is not your fault, and there is a solution. And
no accountability. I haven't listened to this yet, guys. I have not. This is all on the fly. No accountability. Yep. It is not your fault. It is not your fault. This is what I do if you're new. I especially when they say something stupid, starting off the rip.
Laws against you yapping your jaws.
There ought to be laws against you yapping your jaws. No accountability already starting out. Oh my God, bro. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's go.
Diagnosing themselves. If this is your situation, please know that you are not alone. It is not your fault, and there is a solution. And my guess is that you probably never even considered what I'm about to share today.
If she's not telling this woman to leave this guy, that's the only solution. You can't fake attraction. You can't make the. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm already getting.
Because women have been taught so much to blame themselves and not to look at other factors surrounding them. So understanding why so many.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, guys. She's already starting off pandering to the. She's already making them being the victim and blaming everybody else. No accountability. She's already started off. We're not even a minute in. She's already starting off with no accountability. No accountability. It's not your fault. It's not your fault for not giving your 20s to a man, getting locked down early. Nope. You got to live your life and find yourself and create soul ties. It's not your fault, though. Are we seeing a pattern here? What type of society we live in? A society that bent the knee to the Jezebel spirit. My goodness. I'm not even a minute in. I'm already done.
Because women have been taught so much to blame themselves and not to look at other factors surrounding them. Okay. So understanding why so many women avoid intimacy with their husbands is really critical, because it taps into a larger problem that so few people are actually talking about. And then instead of intimacy being that nourishing self-care practice that lowers the heart rate, that increases that oxytocin bonding hormone, and creates feelings of well-being, it does the opposite. It raises blood pressure, increases cortisol, it creates more stress and overwhelm in the system.
Thank you, guys. I just did that video. What happens when a woman doesn't have sex? And what that translates to is what happens when she doesn't get involved and connect with the dude who she's bound to. You hear what she's already saying? This is all on the fly.
that nourishing intimacy with their husbands is really critical because it taps into a larger problem that so few people are actually talking about. And then instead of intimacy being that nourishing self-care practice that lowers the heart rate, that increases that oxytocin bonding hormone and creates feelings of well-being, it does the opposite. It raises blood pressure, increases cortisol, it creates more stress and overwhelm in the system, and adds to that mental load that some of us are very familiar with.
Again, this is normie shit. This is the normies, the stuff the average 80% dude deals with. Because she already had her bottom knocked out. You know what? Y'all tired of hearing me talking about it. I'm gonna keep doing it. I gotta keep doing this. She's making this way more complex than it needs to be. You know, this stuff pisses me off because she's up here selling courses and making money and selling them and I'm up here giving y'all this raw truth. And my bank, oh my God, but I gotta sleep at night. I like to sleep at night and I like to look myself in a freaking mirror though. So again, this is yep, you're tired of hearing me talking about it. This is a gold mine of the couple lemmings. This is everybody who's out here in the streets. It is that black and white.
Remembers. That's why I was saying the other show, don't let every man hit the bottom of your vagina, the root of your vagina, bottom. And now her mind, she insane. Her mind ain't good because the penis done ejaculated all in her brain. She's gone crazy. So you don't let every man hit your bottom and your body remembers it. And then the woman start calling out the man's name, screaming the man's name. Then she let him know she coming. When she coming, she hollering. She calling for him. Man, this stuff is programmed all up in this woman's vagina, rectum, uterus, all up in this mind right here.
My favorite part.
And that will actually bind her, actually reduce her to a comfort.
She's bound to another man. You heard what Miss Karen over here talking about. This is what happens whenever she's with a man she's not sexually attracted to. This is common normie stuff that the average dude be dealing with, the mood swings, the argumentative. She's mad all the time because she wants the dick from Ted Bundy, of course. And again, what does she say?
So she can't get to him, she'll slip him in, and then that's where the jackrabbits and all the different size penises and dildos come in because she's remembering and trying to recapture that experience. So that's why I said you don't want to let everybody hit that bottom. You don't want to let everybody spank you. That won't give you the penis no more. Women will be all in the bed at night trying to sleep, tossing and turning. They dreaming about it.
Dreaming about it. How we go from dreaming about it to being disgusting? Again, I'm just going to keep looping it. I'm never going to run out of material. And the final part right here.
Master degrees to put on my wall in academia, but I have a master degree in being played by men, used by men, told everything I want to hear to get me in them positions. And I am, to be honest with you, I'm just going to be real about it. I'm very upset by being made a fool out of.
They will make the dude who doesn't see them for what they are pay the most. This is basically what this Karen is talking about right here. My goodness. Making it too complex.
So let me tell you a story. I used to dodge all of my husband's advances. Okay. He is taller than me and a bigger guy. And when he would come in for a hug or a kiss or any sort of initiating physical touch, it would take everything in my power to just stay there and participate to whatever degree I could. And sometimes that was very little. I would make excuses and I would get out of there. Sometimes I would dodge him literally, and that would lead to a lot of fighting. He would feel rejected, not important, not understand. And quite frankly, I didn't understand. I didn't know what was going on with me. And so for years, I felt so broken because...
Guys... No accountability, no self-awareness. This dude is married to this broad, and she's just like that video I did the other day. You in the muck and mire, and now she's getting this epiphany like, oh wow, now I get it. Same thing. Married to this dude for years, and she's just like, oh my, I don't know what's going on.
Important, not understand. And quite frankly, I didn't understand. I didn't know what was going on with me. And so for years, I felt so broken because isn't that what women are supposed to do? You're married. You have a good husband. You love each other. You're supposed to just want to be always hanging off of each other.
That's scary. That I keep telling you, they in their mind they think they can have their little whole phase and turn it on and turn it off. I'll go and get married to this guy. He's a nice guy, and it'll work out. I said this before, and I'll say it again. The scary part is they really believe that. The Dumb and Dumber programming. She thinks she's special. You give them a lie detector test, they will pass that bitch. They really believe that they can turn it on and turn it off. I'm curious to see what she's gonna say.
That's what passion is all about. It should be there. So it didn't make sense to me. You're supposed to just want to be always hanging off of each other and wanting. That's what passion is all about. It should be there. So it didn't make sense to me. And unfortunately, what ended up happening with me, and I've seen this in so many women that I serve, is that they go to get support, and then everyone that they go to get support with diagnoses them just like they're diagnosing themselves, and continues that investigation about what's wrong with them instead of looking at the environment that they're in.
I'm very curious what this broad's gonna say. No accountability. Yes, it's you. It's you. You can't get turned on by that human wallet. Just like the video I did the other day. God took away my desire to have sex. You know what? I'll just let her tell you. Why am I saying it? I got the goddamn clips now. Why am I repeating it? We'll let her tell you.
That because God took away my desire for promiscuity and all that stuff, that I didn't have a desire anymore, even like for my husband. And although my husband and I would have sex, it was like really hard for me. Like I really had to push myself to go there.
Guys, this isn't an accident. I'm not just spouting crap. The couple lemmings, they're all drinking from the same spiritual well of Babylon. Move accordingly. Just have fun in your 20s and just creating soul ties, being bound out here, and they just doing it willy-nilly. This is the way of Babylon. I am very curious to see what she about to say here, because you can't fake attraction. So this woman's already knocked up by Ted Bundy. This is Ted Bundy's wife. Let me see what she got to say here. And she has no accountability, none whatsoever. My goodness.
Diagnoses them, just like women that I serve, is that they go to get support, and then everyone that they go to get support with diagnoses them just like they're diagnosing themselves, and continues that investigation about what's wrong with them instead of looking at the environment that they're in. So I reached a turning point where I had to decide that I was going to stop diagnosing myself and actually listen. How radical is that? Actually stop and listen to myself and believe what I was truly feeling. Listening to what I was feeling and believing what I was feeling. So many women are taught not to believe themselves, that they're being overly dramatic or too emotional, or the amount of gaslighting that goes on for women is astronomical in our society. So when I actually took a pause, I discovered that I wasn't actually feeling safe.
Oh my gosh, she wasn't feeling safe. Oh, okay, guys. I'm sorry. Let me let this broad talk, bro, because this is insane. Let me see what she's about to say before I just roast her ass. Hold up, man.
People in our society. So when I actually took a pause, I discovered that I wasn't actually feeling safe.
Okay, you weren't feeling safe.
So that feeling like I wanted to run away or punch him in the face, that was the classic fight, flight, or freeze response. Now, you may say, and many say, that you just need to go and heal your trauma. And yet another way that women are...
You can't fake attraction, yo. You cannot fake attraction. How do you go from tossing and turning to dreaming about it to fight, and now you're repulsed and you want to punch him in the face? You can't... I am very curious what this broad about to say, because you can't make yourself like this guy. And obviously, this ain't the dude that she ain't talking like this.
Be one of the girls that be like, the D can't be that good until I've experienced it being that good. Like now, I have no words. I'm shooketh. Because what is my excuse? now. Besides all the other little shit, like yeah, he be playing your face, da da da.
You hear the type of man she dealing with. All the other little shit, he be playing in your face, da 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 da. The soul tie, she's bound to this guy. She's bound to him. Again.
Always remember, if you ain't first, you're last.
She bound to him. She bound to the street.
Was a man to get you in. Why is it who it belong? Then she let him know she coming. When she coming, she hollering. She calling for him. Man, this stuff is programmed all up in this woman's vagina, rectum, uterus, all up in this mind right here.
It's just sex though, y'all. It's just sex.
And that will actually bind her.
So let's see what this broad got to talk about. Y'all know this, I got to do this. Again, I'm not just spouting crap, man. We're connecting the dots.
And many say that you just need to go and heal your trauma. And yet another way that women are diagnosed and blamed for what's going on. And I hear this so many times. Women come to me and they're like, yeah, my husband thinks it's because I've got something in my past.
It is! Guys, are you guys hearing this? I haven't listened to this, but this is all on the fly. No accountability. None. I'm telling you guys, the Jezebel spirit, I love hearing my talk points reaffirmed, bro. The Jezebel spirit, they can't humble themselves. Their pride, again, how did she go out? How did Jezebel go out? She knew her death was coming. She put on a freaking outfit, she put on her little wig, her makeup, and she was talking shit out the window, defiant to the very end, so they yeeted her out the window. I'm gonna keep looping this because this is witchcraft. It is your fault, bro, because you sat up there when you was free with your sexuality, and the dude you wanted ain't taking you seriously, so now you settling. That is your fault. Guys, this is, I talk through them.
Too much talking.
Hell to the no. Wow, y'all, this is insane.
Are diagnosed and blamed for what's going on. And I hear this so many times. Women come to me and they're like, yeah, my husband thinks it's because I've got something in my past. Listen, I had done that. I had gone to the therapist and I had done all the investigation and nothing had helped. I had still had the same feeling of not wanting to participate in what my husband was initiating. I was avoiding him. So I decided to just do something incredibly radical, not so radical, and I gave myself permission to get what I needed, which was safety, which was control over when and how my body was used in my relationship and for my pleasure and for my husband's pleasure.
What?
I needed boundaries. I needed comfort. So guess what happened when that happened? Amazing things, right? Yeah, a lot of women are saying that they experience this as well.
What the fuck does all that mean? Oh my God, this broad's full of crap. This broad is full of crap.
Off is the direction you can fuck.
What is that? What is all that? This is just a bunch of word salad, y'all. That's her solution? What?
I know my body was used in my relationship and for my pleasure and for my husband's pleasure. I needed boundaries. I needed comfort. So guess what happened when that happened? Amazing things, right? Yeah, a lot.
That's just a bunch of shit she's just throwing against the wall. That's not an answer. Am I crazy? Is that what the hell does that mean? That's your answer, lady? Guys, this is just a bunch of word salad, bro. This is just a bunch of word salad.
When it's really that good, when it's out of that world.
This is primal. This is 1 + 1 is 2 right here. Whatever she's talking about right here, this is some calculus. I don't know what this is. I don't know what she's on. What? You need to be comfortable. You need to be safe and what?
Sitting here having fantasies and reminiscing and you dreaming about it before you go to sleep. And
guys, I got this clip. I didn't even realize she said all that. She's dreaming about it. This woman's with a man she's not attracted to. You can't fake attraction. I knew she was gonna have some bullshit answer. Because you can't make yourself Once you're in these streets and creating these soul ties and bound to Ted Bundy, you don't turn that off. I was very curious to see what her answer was, and it was a bunch of bullshit. This is a 9-minute video. We're about 4 minutes in. What else you got to say? I'm gonna keep playing. Guys, y'all are seeing it. No accountability. You can't fake attraction. Rules, principles, and standards, learning to love yourself, that's all for you. That doesn't guarantee she's going to stick around, especially if she's been out in the streets, been throttled already, which most of them have, because that's the way of Babylon. I'm all kinds of sexist, incel, pieces of shit, all this crap, and what...
Off is the direction you can fuck.
That's right, y'all got something to say. Anyway, man, we talk through y'all over here. My girl says she's dreaming about it. How we go to dreaming about it if I need to feel safe and need to create boundaries? Huh? Do you got to do all that with Ted? You got to do all that with Ricardo Rodriguez? Huh?
Happens then? What are you gonna tell me? In here having fantasies and reminiscing, and you dreaming about it before.
Guys, I mean, what do y'all want from me, bro? What do y'all want from me?
What I said? Screaming the man name. Then she let him know she coming. When she coming, she hollering. She calling for him. Man, this stuff is tough to a comfrey. He is she's remembering and trying to recapture that experience. So you just about to say, you don't want to let everybody hit the back, won't give you the peanuts no more. Women will be all in the bed at night trying to sleep, tossing and turning. They dreaming about it.
Having fantasies and reminiscing, and you dreaming about it before you go.
Oh my God, I love how I do this, bro. That was all on the fly. I didn't even realize. I told you I'd be connecting these dots. I got so many clips. I just be connecting the dots, doing all this on the fly, man. I be doing all this on the fly. Boy, I tell you, man.
I don't know you, and I don't care to know you.
You been in them streets? You been in them streets and had that whole phase?
I don't know you, and I don't care to know you.
You up here in your 30s and you talking about you ready to settle down after?
I don't know you, and I don't care to know you.
Move accordingly, bro. How do we go from dreaming about it to...
What happens then? What are you gonna tell me? Cause that's not even part of the argument no more. It is that good. It is, and I miss it so much now.
This is what happens when y'all are dealing with women that don't like you, man. This is diabolical, bro. What, lady?
Over when and how my body radical, not so radical, and I gave myself permission to get what I needed, which was safety, which was control over when and how my body was used in my relationship and for my pleasure and for my husband's pleasure. I needed boundaries. I needed comfort. So guess what happened when that happened? Amazing things, right? Yeah, a lot of women are saying that they experience this as well. What happened when that happened was, oh my gosh, I stopped avoiding intimacy with my husband. The miracle cure occurred. Now we have way more physical touch that feels delightful for both of us.
I guarantee you she's not getting that orgasm. I guarantee you she's not coming like she was when Ted's mounting her. I promise you that. This woman is lying to sell courses to dumbasses. Again, simulations. Y'all, the kindred spirits. Same women are in Loser now. Oh my God, bro. I don't see how you sleep at night.
That's it. I didn't root around in my past and heal all my trauma, which I didn't even know I had, or maybe I did. I didn't take some magical pills that just stopped me wanting to avoid my husband. I just gave myself what I needed. So how do we work this right now? I initiate physical touch when I want it. Or when my husband initiates it, it's a very specific way in which I've told him I'm super comfortable with.
God! Oh my God! You are full of shit, lady. You are full of shit. You hear this broad, man? You guys really think she's coming to this? Really? After Ted had already knocked her bottom out, bro? This lady is full of crap, man. Why you getting on here lying, man? Why you getting on YouTube lying, lady? Come on, bro, man. Are you serious, man?
Be laws against you yapping your jaws.
There ought to be laws against you yapping your jaws.
So, or when my husband initiates it, it's a very specific way in which I've told him I'm super comfortable with. So, at this point, a lot of women will say, I feel safe. I feel safe. So, if that's you, that's amazing.
What does that mean?
Just let's pause here for a second and do a little investigation. Tell yourself the truth. When you get out of the shower and you're naked and your husband's oogling at you, do you feel 100% safe? When your husband just reaches for your hand in the...
What the hell is this broad talking about feel safe? I don't see how y'all do it. I do not see how y'all do it. This woman she is full of shit. This lady's full of shit, man. This is diabolical. Again, this is what happens whenever you are a man under this crap.
Let's put it this way. I was led to believe that being good to someone meant I could win their heart.
This guy is under the romantic indoctrination, and this is the crap you deal with. You have the illusion of choice. We live in a society that bent the knee to the Jezebel spirit, and they gaslight you do so much to make you think that you actually chose this. You didn't. You don't have a choice here, sir. She's running the show. You're playing her game, and this is what happens when you play their game. The illusion of choice. I done already done videos on this, man. I love hearing my talking points reaffirmed. Thank you, Miss Karen over here. You ain't doing nothing but proving my point. What the hell is she talking about feel safe? Do they gotta feel safe with Ted and Pook?
You know how hard it is.
If she's fiending for it, all this crap goes out the window. He gonna pound her out and y'all gonna be fucking. What are we doing here, man? What are we doing here?
And that just knows what he's doing. That just knows what he's doing. Like, he just gets it. You don't get both. That's a rare. The head be good and the D be butt, or the D is good and the head is butt. But you cannot find both. Imagine finding both. And then you're gonna sit here and try to tell me it's not that good. Girl, it is. It is.
She ain't talking about her husband like this. Feeling safe, really?
And you're naked and your husband's oogling at you. Do you feel 100% safe? When your husband just reaches for your hand in the car, does that make you feel 100% safe? When he comes in for a kiss, when you go to bed and he's naked, are all of those scenarios 100% safe?
Wow, y'all, this is just a bunch of word salad. Tell me you married the placeholder without telling me you married the placeholder. Tell me you married Mr. Right Now without telling me you married Mr. Right Now.
Be with Mr. Right Now. Doesn't give me butterflies, but he's a good man. He's nice. He likes me. Don't have much in common, but he calls, so I talk to him.
Wow, y'all.
Now, you've probably been not feeling safe and comfortable for so long. You think that feeling is normal. It's natural to feel a little edgy, a little tension, a little bit of, and like, I don't know, I don't really, that's not normal. That's not natural. It's common, but it's not natural. It's not the state that your body should be in to keep you happy and healthy and around your marriage for the long term. So, in case you missed it, the reason why so many women avoid intimacy with their husbands is because they don't feel safe.
Off is the direction you can fuck.
This is a bunch of bullshit, y'all. This is... Again, what did Charleston White tell y'all? We played it again. What did Charleston White tell y'all at the beginning here, man?
I don't think a hoe stays with a man for 8 years.
Yes, you do.
The hoes by our side.
Yes, you do. Y'all don't know hoes.
Y'all don't know hoes, man. You married a hoe, bro. You married a hoe, and she getting on this freaking interwebs, spouting this bull crap.
A real hoe. A hoe at her age. Hoes don't try to hoe forever. She settled down.
That's all this woman is. She can't hoe forever. Ted Bundy done shit on her head and sent her on her way. And again, they don't ever forget that, y'all. They don't ever forget that.
Perspective all in academia, but I have a master's degree in being played by men, used by men, told everything I want to hear to get me in them positions. And I am, to be honest with you, I'm just going to be real about it. I'm very upset by being made a fool out of.
They don't ever forget that. They don't ever forget that.
These are happy marriages. These are great men. Not feeling safe doesn't mean that anyone has done anything wrong in
You did. You have. And again, no accountability.
this situation. It's just a fact. And then when you treat the facts, when you work with facts, then you don't waste precious time diagnosing women. And then you solve the issue. So I encourage you to move forward and tell yourself the truth, how you feel, and give yourself what you need in order to feel safe 100% of the time. And guess what will happen? You will stop avoiding intimacy with your husband. Now, I want to recognize that this will take time. It's why I walk women through my program, Wanting It More, for 8 weeks. But I just needed to give you a little tip here so you can start.
Wow, this lady, bravo, bravo. This lady's a hustler, y'all. 8-week program. It's gonna take time. It's gonna take time for her to be so she can stop puking whenever her husband gets naked and wants to mount her. Bravo. I told you guys. I told you she's selling a fucking course. I knew it. I knew it. Bravo. Bravo. This is some anime filler shit. This is some One Piece anime filler shit. She must have took some notes from Oda over here, making these episodes stretch out. Give you a little bit at a time. I gotta sleep at night, y'all. See, I told you, man, they get on here. Oh my God, I knew it. I freaking knew it. Spout that bullshit. Buy my course. 8 weeks. Boy, I tell you, man. I tell you, no accountability. This is just wow, hold up, lady, hold up.
And guess what will happen? You will stop avoiding intimacy with your husband. Now, I want to recognize that this will take time. It's why I walk women through my program, Wanting It More, for 8 weeks. But I just needed to give you a little tip here so you can get started on your own and start to see that what you're feeling is legitimate, and you can believe yourself, and you can give yourself what you need to feel safe. And the wanting, that natural desire, it won't happen overnight. You'll have to have some space and freedom to just recalibrate and actually notice and know what your body does want and when it wants it. So if this video has been helpful for you, I encourage you to take a courageous step and like, comment, or share, because if this has been helpful for you, it will 100% be helpful for other women in your life, even if you've never had a conversation with anybody else before. That's usually the case. And if you'd like to learn a little bit more and find more tips and get on my email list in which I send you weekly videos like this, go check out my quiz, the 4 Desire Fixes. You can find that at JannonDentonHouse.com/quiz. You'll answer a series of questions, and then I'll send you customized advice. What could go wrong with that?
Go fuck yourself.
Wow, I knew it, y'all. I freaking knew it. I said there is no answer for attraction. You cannot fake. You're married to somebody already on the spiritual scale. You're bound. Your body remembers it. And that you can't shake this. She's up there selling them a dream. And again, it makes sense because you got to be just as delusional. You got to have the same non-accountability like she has. Again, it's not her fault. It's everybody else's fault. She leaves anytime they're with somebody that tells her, hey, bro, it's because you were a whore in your past and you can't pair bond your husband. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear it. That's why I told you guys, it's pointless going back and forth trying to speak logic into them. The Jezebel spirit will not humble themselves. Y'all are wasting your breath.
Too much talking, 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 too much talking.
My girl said, go ahead and sign up for my 8-week class. Sign up for my 8-week class, bro. Okay, that makes sense now, because you got to feel safe, and it's got to be on my terms, and all of a sudden it magically worked. Bullshit, you're lying. You are lying. You can't fake attraction. Your bottom might have been knocked out by Theodore Bundy. Get out of here. Y'all, boy, I tell you, man, I lack of knowledge, lack of wisdom, lack of self. Hey, man, I'm telling you, bro, you will pay. You will pay for not seeing them for what they are. And they going, wow, guys. Y'all heard it from the horse's mouth. And again, this is y'all's Karens for you. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what color you are. The Cup of Lemmings, the romantic programming, the imprint strikes again. I'm never going to write the materials because there's just way too many people that are doing it.
Treat the facts. So I encourage you to move forward and tell yourself the truth, how you feel, and give yourself what you need in order to feel safe 100% of the time. And guess what will happen? You will stop avoiding intimacy with your husband. Now, I want to recognize that this will take time. It's why I walk women through my program, Wanting It More, for 8 weeks.
Bravo! I can't knock the hustle, man. Y'all, man, y'all be sucking man's dick. So hey, man, hey, bro, hey, man. Wow, lady, really?
Operated with an emergency breakthrough from your sister.
Samson and Sheila, Mama Phelps, shut up, bitch.
My girl said 8 weeks. You can't fake attraction. The imprint strikes again. Appreciate you sending me this one, because yeah, this was gold, bro. She didn't have an answer. I knew she didn't have no goddamn answer, bro. Video was pretty much done. I'm just summarizing. I'm just digesting what just the shit that I just heard right now. I don't even know what to say, man. Wow, my girl said she don't feel safe, and she got to do it on her terms. And you don't fake attraction, man. This is just further. I keep telling you, you can't fake attraction. And just like my girl did the other day, she's in the muck and mire. She's still walking around here like John Travolta on that Pulp Fiction meeting, just like I don't know what's going on. I don't know why I'm not. I don't know. And she up here with a whole fucking husband at home with a mortgage and all that. And she's still like, oh my gosh. I told you, man, they have no internal cultivation. You can call me sexist all you want to. You dudes up here thinking y'all gonna get something special out here in these streets.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
Not gonna happen. You cannot fake attraction. She's already bound to another man. The imprint strikes again. Your body remembers it. She is now bind. It will bind her, y'all. They're bound already. They're bound. My girl said 8 weeks. That's what it's about. It's about that bread. Yep, it's about that bread. And they don't want to settle. If they have to settle, they're gonna wait to the very, very last minute. And this dude is paying the price. You guys, I keep telling you, self-worth. You have a woman's your freaking, your woman completes you. You ain't shit without a woman, bro. You're gonna get chewed up and spit out, bro.
Now that I've shifted my dating goals from just finding someone for a good time to finding someone for a good life, I find myself having to fight that impulse to settle.
They're gonna do that to the very last minute, and this broad right here talking on that crap, that's the result.
Like so ingrained, so hardwired in so many of us that it's kind of scary, right? I mean, what would the divorce statistics be if a lot of us were not settling?
100%.
How many of us marched into our wedding day with just a few doubts? And even though we now know that just a few doubts will always grow and metastasize.
Thank you. Just prove my point. This is what happens when they marry you. It grows and metastasizes. It grows and festers, as she said at the very beginning. Let me see if I can find it through all that garbage.
More stress and overwhelm in the system, and adds to that nebulous, nourishing self-care practice that lowers the heart rate, that increases that oxytocin bonding hormone, and creates feelings of well-being, it does the opposite. It raises blood pressure, increases cortisol, it creates more stress and overwhelm in the system.
Grows and metastasizes.
That impulse to settle just sneaks right in. I mean, rewiring old, unhealthy patterns takes constant vigilance, self-reflection, and honesty. Someone can look great on paper, but if you have to start negotiating with yourself on things that are really important to you, that's never a good start.
Thank you.
I keep telling myself, if it's not a 100% yes, it's a 100% no.
Gentlemen, get some goddamn balls. Get some goddamn balls, man. Y'all, I know it's a rhetorical question. Y'all that desperate and lonely? I would take the desert. Again, Proverbs tells y'all better to be alone in the attic, better to be in a freaking desert than to deal with this. These women are settling for y'all after being throttled in the streets. And then they successfully gaslight y'all to make y'all feel like pieces of shit. Oh, I don't want to question her past. I don't want to question her past. No accountability. No self-reflection. And you're supposed to be smarter than men.
Off is a direction you can fuck.
Guys, how many more? The woman literally took a whole freaking marriage, a whole life, and she's still up here just like, I don't know why I don't like my husband. I don't know why I don't like my husband. I can't figure it out. Really? Wow, y'all. Wow. I swear to God, I you know, when I think I be hearing it all, I'm just, here we go again. Man. Wow, lady. I'm still just trying to unpack this, y'all. This is incredible. There's some clips in there. I'm gonna have to replay that again and get some. Yeah, she said a lot on there. Again, you can't fake it, y'all. Whenever they're not getting that whenever they're not getting that satiation after being in the streets and you not doing it for them, you're dealing with all the bullshit. That's all blue pill normie shit that most dudes be dealing with because y'all can't satisfy a wife because it's insatiable. You can't do it. You can't quench the thirst. It's over. It's a wrap. It's a wrap when they've been in the streets having their whole phase, which most of them are doing, giving their 20s to a man, just racking up soul ties left and right. They are finished, done, and you can't tell them shit because again, that's attacking us. Does that sound familiar? What type of society do we live in? You pussy ass Potiphar and Ahabs, you pussy ass bitches. You can't say that. You can't say that. You cancel culture. You can't call me that. I'm taking your channel down for hate speech. You can't say that. You fucking pussy Potiphar Ahabs.
Off is a direction you can fuck.
This man, y'all see it. Y'all see it. There's chaos. It makes no sense. This is what happens when you bend the knee to the Jezebel spirit. I don't want to. No, your words are too harsh. Oh, you can't. Oh, I don't like how you say it. They have no self-reflection and no accountability. Like the popular quote here, accountability is kryptonite to a woman. Oh my God. The Vampire and the Cross. Wow, y'all. Wow. And yes, hoes can stay up under you 8, 10, 15 years. Playing the long game. Sure can. Hating your guts, letting you mount her while she rolling her eyes, thinking about and hating your guts. Hoes can. Sure can. Yep. I don't got nothing else to add, man. I am completely flabbergasted. I knew she didn't have no answer. I knew it. I freaking knew it. Hold up. What did she say, y'all? Come on. The video's done.
That meant to do. You're married. You have a good house themselves and continuous that invest. You may say, and many say, that you just need to go and heal your trauma. And yet another way that women are diagnosed and blamed for what's going on. And I hear this so many times. Women come to me and they're like, yeah, my husband thinks it's because I've got something in my past.
It is!
I had done that.
It freaking is! Guys, you see why I say you gotta be a freaking court jester to be dealing with this shit, man? Really? It is your fault, bitch, because you were out there spreading your legs, getting in. Oh my God, no accountability. This is incredible, y'all. This is mind-boggling.
And I had done all the investigation and nothing had helped. I still had the same feeling of not wanting to participate in what my husband was initiating. I was avoiding him. So I decided to just do something incredibly radical, not so radical, and I gave myself permission to get what I needed, which
This is her answer, y'all.
was safety, which was control over when and how my body was used in my relationship and for my pleasure and for my husband's pleasure. I needed boundaries. I needed comfort. So guess what happened?
Bro, that's not an answer. That's just all over the place. What is that? What is that? That's her answer, y'all. What the hell is that? What does all that mean? Wow.
Amazing things, right? Yeah, a lot of women are saying that they experience this as well.
Oh, you're full of shit.
Which was control over when and how my body was used in my relationship and for my pleasure and for my husband's pleasure. I needed boundaries. I needed comfort. So guess what happened when that happened? Amazing.
That can be anything, y'all. That's limitless. That's just shooting. That's what? I gotta pull a Stone Cold, y'all. What? I'm sorry, I'm just unpacking this, y'all. The video's been done. If y'all still here, man, I ain't got nothing else to add, man. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. Just how dumb this is. Just how dumb all this is. Golly, lady. Why get married again? Why would you go through this again? Sell me on marriage. Really? This is what y'all dealing with, man? Hey, man, you better than me, bro. Hey, y'all. The milk's been spilled. The die has been cast. All you can do is move accordingly. Any of you dudes listening to these women and molding yourselves over these women's words and basing your self-worth on these women, thinking you ain't shit without a woman, you're a winner. You're a winner. You're a winner. I'm out, y'all, man. Survey says one more for the good guys. I'm out, y'all. Laters.